How's it going, everyone? This is Abe's Card Collection back with another Through the Mail Tuesday video. This week we have 10 returns stacked up over here. Pretty full week. Been pretty fortunate lately with some of these returns. So without further ado, we're going to start in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hope you are all doing well this week and that your mailboxes are full as well. Don't have a hard card in this first one. We do have a couple cards though. We have Mr. Billy Ray Barnes. 2 of 2, very interesting. He signed him a ballpoint pen and then went over them with, it looks like a thin blue Sharpie. But we have a 63 Topps here and a 64 Philadelphia from Mr. Billy Ray Barnes. Played in the NFL from 1957 to 1966, mainly with the Philadelphia Eagles. Couple years here with Washington, as you see here. He played there in 62 and 63, and then finished things off with the Vikings. But his real time when he was shining was with those Philadelphia Eagles. Him and Sonny Jurgensen playing together. Both a couple North Carolina guys out of Wake Forest. Well, Billy Ray Barnes was out of Wake Forest. Sonny Jurgensen out of Duke. But he made 3 Pro Bowls: 1957, 1958, and 1959. So pretty incredible career there. Of course, was drafted in 1957 with Hall of Famer Tommy McDonald, and as we said earlier, Hall of Famer Sonny Jurgensen. So pretty incredible draft class for those Philadelphia Eagles. These cards came back in a very quick 9 days. Thank you, Mr. Billy Ray Barnes. Wake Forest has also retired his number 33 number for football. So pretty incredible career there. Our next return is from, let's grab 2 of them. This one is from Nova, Northern Virginia. Looks like it got run over just a little bit. Hopefully the cards are fine. We have Joe Theismann. I think he also sent something else in here. Let's see if I can get it out. I think it's his customary thank you for donating. Yep. Always sends that along as well. But Joe Theismann, we have him here at a 78 Topps and a 1980 Topps. Both in thin blue Sharpie, it looks like. Very nice. Thumbs blocking that signature. There we go. Pretty cool. Mr. Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann started his career off out of Notre Dame. And then went over and played in Canada for a while before getting picked up by Washington. So a couple Washington football players that started off. Pretty cool. Won a Super Bowl with those Washington now Commanders. He's also NFL MVP in 1983 when he was also, of course, the Offensive Player of the Year. Year before that, he won the NFL Man of the Year. Was a 2-time Pro Bowler in 1982 and 1983. That adds to his 2-time CFL All-Star selections as well. That was 1971 and 1973. Threw 160 touchdowns to 138 interceptions in his career with over 25,000 passing yards. Absolutely incredible. Checking out the spreadsheet, he does take donations for St. Jude, $5 per. And these cards also came back in just 9 days. So very cool. Thank you, Mr. Joe Theismann. Again, he's a Notre Dame legend, Washington legend. Put that one up right there. 78 Topps. His rookie is the 75. I think he has a CFL card, though, a 71. Goes for a lot of money. So I would like to add that one at some point to the collection. Next, let's go to St. Louis, Missouri. I feel like there's a hard card in here. We have 3 for 3 on football. We haven't been getting a lot of football back lately, but starting it off, got a 73 Ernie McMillan and a 64, I believe, Philadelphia Ernie McMillan. 2 of 2 success. Pretty cool. Was a 4-time Pro Bowler for those St. Louis Cardinals. Not the Arizona, St. Louis though. And then spent his last year at the Green Bay Packers, but we said all those Pro Bowls came with the St. Louis Cardinals, where he played with them from 1961 to 1974. Very incredible career. He's also the father of former safety Eric McMillan, who also made some Pro Balls himself. So pretty incredible bloodlines there. Checking out my spreadsheet here, Mr. Ernie McMillan. I really love how he puts a little smiley face there in his E. Pretty cool. But Ernie McMillan, 45 days, 2 of 2 success. Thank you, sir, for your autograph. And shockingly, we are 3 for 3 on football. I feel like I send out 80% baseball requests. Next, we have Trenton, New Jersey. Slice into here. Don't think there's a hard card. Let's see what's inside, though. Oh, very cool. And it's another football. 3 of 3 from Mr. Phil Falafiano. Check that out. Got a couple of these dual sign. I think I have offensive linemen and defensive linemen. Now we have linebackers. Ted Hendricks, I believe, has a fee through the mail. But I think it's very high, so maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll bite the bullet on that. But here's a 78 tops and then a 77 tops. Very cool. This turned out fantastic. 3 of 3 for Mr. Phil Falafiano. What a hard hitter he was. Played most of his career in the NFL with the Oakland Raiders after being drafted in the 2nd round out of Bowling Green. Spent some time later in his career with the Buffalo Bills, though. But with those Oakland Raiders, he was a 4-time Pro Bowler from 1973 to 1976. Also won a Super Bowl with them. Had a game-changing play in that Super Bowl. They are on the goal line, and he forced a fumble. So kind of turned that Super Bowl around a little bit against those Minnesota Vikings. But Phil Falafiano, fantastic career, hard-hitting linebacker. Also was a part of the Immaculate Reception play. I'm sure he doesn't like to talk about that too much, but as a Steelers fan, I'll remember him for that. These cards came back in just 28 days. Thank you, Mr. Phil Falafiano, for your autograph. And we have, what are we at now? 4 for 4 on football. What is that? Put these down here. I'm going to feature that 78 tops. Pretty cool looking card. Next, Carroll Stream, Illinois. I think we have an idea who this one is. At least it is. At least it's who I hope it is. Empty hard card. And a Ryan Sandberg. That turned out very nice. It's a Topps Chrome from 2021, I believe. 2020, actually. A numbers game insert. Blue ink really pops on that. Ryan Sandberg, I don't think he needs too much of an introduction, but Philadelphia Phillies traded him away. And he went on to the Cubs to have a Hall of Fame career. Surprisingly, it took him till his 3rd ballot to make the Hall of Fame in 2005 because he was a 10-time All-Star, won the NL MVP in 1984, won 9 straight Gold Glove Awards. I believe Mr. Jose Lean was the one that kind of broke that streak for him. Led the NL in home runs in 1990. The Cubs retired his number 23, and he was a 7-time Silver Slugger. So pretty incredible career for Mr. Ryan Sandberg. Now, he does require a $10 fee. He typically only signs 1 at a time. But this card came back with that $10 fee in just 12 days. So very cool. It's going to look fantastic in a Beckett slab. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Ryan Sandberg. He is a legend. And we broke our football streak. So let's go to Kansas City next. Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Kansas. We'll see. No hard card. Feels like there's a couple loose cards in here, though. So we struggle to get the Sazy open. We have, this is bizarre, Steve Grogan. Making sure I didn't leave one in there. Very cool. I actually want to send this to the fridge. Of course, the Patriots lost the Super Bowl to the Bears, but Super Bowl memories. There he is, Steve Grogan. Have him here on this 1980. Ooh, is this an 80 or a 77? 77 and a 78. It's his record breaker. Most touchdowns rushing by a quarterback in a season. So very cool. 3 of 3 success from Mr. Steve Grogan. Now, Mr. Grogan had a very impressive with the in the NFL. I actually was drafted out of Kansas State, so maybe that's the Kansas City connection right there, because I sent these off to Massachusetts. But with the New England Patriots, played with them from 1975 to 1990. Had 182 passing touchdowns with another 35 on the ground. Threw for over 26,000 passing yards. Rushed for another 2,100. Pretty incredible. Also led the NFL in passing touchdowns in 1979 and as a part of the New England Patriots Hall of Fame, and had his number retired by the Kansas State Wildcats, number 11. So very cool. Thank you, Mr. Steve Grogan. Again, threw me off because I sent this to Massachusetts and it came back from Kansas City. Pretty cool though. Love that thick blue Sharpie. And we have all football minus Ryan Sandberg. That is throwing me for a loop. Our next couple are from North Texas, Dallas, Texas, as you'll see. This one does have a hard card in it. Oh, and Steve Grogan. 3 of 3 success in 45 days. The Kansas City thing was throwing me off my game. Who we have here? Hard card. Bill Fahey. A 75 and an 82 tops. Those got a little bubbly there, as you can see. Looks like this one rubbed off to that one, and that one rubbed off on that one. So that's okay. Bill Fahey. His son actually played in the majors. I remember watching him play for the who was it? Baltimore Orioles. Brandon Fahey. So left-handed hitter, but I like his father. But Bill Fahey, he played in the Major League Baseball from 1971 to 1983. Started his career off with the Senators, who then became the Rangers, you can see here in that 75 tops. Then went on to play with the San Diego Padres and finished things off with the Detroit Tigers. He hit .241 in his career with 7 home runs and 83 runs batted in. He was just one of those great backup catchers, helped a lot of teams out. So these 2 cards came back in. I actually got his son Brandon through the mail years ago when he played for the Orioles, but let's see here. 2 of 2 success, and it looks like, if I can do my math correct, 40 days. Thank you, Mr. Bill Fahey, for your autograph. Love getting these older cards signed. And it's not a football return. We still have 3 to go, though. North Texas, Dallas, Texas again. This one does not have a hard card in it. We shall see what's inside, though. Unsigned by Cole Calhoun. But he did sign the Gypsy Queen. All right. Very cool. So Cole Calhoun plays for the Texas Rangers right now. So very cool. We got a current player back. That's kind of exciting. Currently, I think he has, let me see. I know it's around 170 career home runs right now. And I know he has well over 500 runs batting in. I remember him very well from his time with the Angels. He came up with them in 2012. Spent a couple years with the Arizona Diamondbacks from 2020 to 2021. And then signed with the Rangers this offseason. He's a really solid outfielder. Actually won a Gold Glove in 2015 with the Los Angeles Angels, and has always had a lot of power. Average isn't always there, but as we know for today's game, that's not really a huge concern for a lot of people building a team that kind of like that power and defense now. And he can get on base. So he's kind of the typical today's player. He's had a nice long career. Really cool that he signs autographs through the mail. This card came back in 40 days. So very cool. I wonder why he chose this one. I like the Gypsy Queen. This Topps Heritage. It's a lot more open space. So maybe in the future. Maybe he didn't like his time with the Diamondbacks. Who knows? Oh, no, wait. No. Yep. This is an Angels card. For a second there, I thought maybe it was a Diamondbacks card, but no. It's a Gypsy Queen. Very cool. Thank you, Mr. Cole Calhoun. Again, 1 of 2 success in 40 days. Really cool getting a current guy back. Next one, Dallas, Texas. North Dallas, Texas, Dallas, Texas. North Texas, Dallas, Texas. Man, struggling. Just like this envelope. Looks like it got folded over a bunch. Ooh, cool. Bobby Witt. Not junior, senior. Never sent to him before. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 success. Beautiful blue ink. We have a 92 Upper Deck, 90 Fleer, 90 Upper Deck, and then a 1989, I believe it is, Topps. 1988 Topps. I always get those 2 years mixed up. Very cool though. Bobby Witt, of course, Bobby Witt Jr.'s father had a very nice career in the major leagues. Played from 1985 all the way to 2001, where he capped his career off with a World Series championship with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Before that, he pitched for the Texas Rangers, the Oakland A's, the Florida Marlins, the St. Louis Cardinals, even a little bit of time with the Devil Rays, and in Cleveland. Had 142 wins in his career with a 4.83 ERA and just under 2 strikeouts with 1,955. Now, Mr. Bobby Witt, I believe, is a great TTMer. Never sent to him before this. And these cards came back in, let's see, 4 success. And it looks like, doing some math here, 37 days. So very cool. Thank you, Mr. Bobby Witt, for your autograph. Blue ink, love that. Doesn't show up as well in the uniform there, the jacket, but still pretty cool. That one looks really nice. That one's cool too. Little smudge, very nice. Our last one has a hard card, but it is parts unknown. So your guess is as good as mine. Making sure I don't cut through any cards there. Didn't sound that great. We have Herboski. Wow, alright. Got an 82 Topps here. And then we have a 1975 Topps. That is really clean. The Mad Hungarian himself. Very colorful pitcher back in the day. Had 64 wins in his career with a 3.10 ERA. 548 strikeouts, 97 saves. Actually led the NL in saves in 1975. Goes well with that 75 Topps there. Played with the Cardinals, the Royals, and the Braves in his career. Really cool return. Another great TTMer who I have not sent to up until this point. Checking out the spreadsheet. Let's see here. Herboski, 15 days, 2 of 2 success. Very cool. Got one right here in the beginning of his career, one more so towards the end. This might actually be his last Topps card, 82 Topps. That was his last year with the Braves. So very cool. Thank you, Mr. Herboski, for your autograph. Let's get that last standout. Lots of football this week. I think this is the first time in a long time we've had more football than baseball, but really nice bit of returns. Probably going to have to go with Ryne Sandberg as my favorite, though I really like the Falafiano. I got to decide if I'm going to send that off to Ted Hendricks or not. But thank you for watching, everyone. I hope your mailboxes are full as well. Bye for now.